everybody, welcome back to the 50 Stack Challenge 6. And this is Carrie from Paper Adventures. And I know I explain this each time, but that's just in case someone else new was to just, happen upon this channel. Basically, I'm joining CraftyCat on this. This is her challenge, and she puts prompts into a bag, and then she pulls 2 out each time. And the goal is to create some type of ephemera piece using the prompts. So you'll end up with 2 ephemera pieces each challenge. So basically you're going to end up with 50 at the end of, I believe, 25 weeks or so. So if you want to join, you can put hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 6 or not, just do it on your own or whatever. But to give you an example, here, number 19 was yarn. So I created a few pieces here just using yarn. I sewed some yarn. It's not perfect, but I'm okay with that because I'm going to use these for a paper bag journal. CraftyCat's actually doing one. I think she's finished with it actually, but so I'm making pieces that's going to go along in the journal when I do it. And so it's going to just have these neutral colors, and I like that it's not perfect. Now I did add some things to these last two challenges that I did not have on there. And one of the things, I added this rusted pin. I do have some pins that I rust, safety pins and paper clips. And then I just tied on this string because not all of it is sewed. Not all of this has a stitch. So I thought, oh, I can just make a tie there. This little piece of yarn was left, and I thought, okay. And there's a little loop right here. I don't know if you can see that, but you can easily attach some little something to create a dangle. I'm going to use this as a pocket, just glue, along the sides here once I do put it in the journal. And this, I figure, will be at the side of a page, and I want this to stick out. So it doesn't have to be anything, awesome. I'm not like a seamstress or anything. I'm just making just some, I think, pieces that'll look good in a paper bag journal. So this one was number 19. And then number 20 was magazine page. And so this is what I did. Now, I did not have, I have a rusted paper clip on here. And if I don't know what I said on the other one was safety pin. I probably said something weird, but so added this paper clip that I rusted, and this tape, this tape I used alcohol ink, and I learned this from CraftyCat, by the way. I just got some tape, and you just brush it on there or drip it, whatever, and it just makes this old-timey looking tape, like it's, been sitting in a drawer forever. And I just kind of ripped it, and then the other piece that I ripped, I just put right there, and that really just makes, I don't know, I love that. But anyways, I made just this pocket piece with something in it. This was a pictures that I had picked up from Walgreens, and so I'll be able to put this in that paper bag journal too. So that was number 20. So that's just a couple examples right there. Okay, so now let's see, number 21 is, let me move my stuff out of the way, fabric. See, and that would also work for what I did for yarn because I used fabric. So you could do something like that for fabric if you wanted to. Number 22 is Doile. I hope I spelled that right. So 21 fabric, 22 doily. Now if I can just pick this up, that'll be good. Okie dokie. So I did go ahead and pick out a few pieces here. And here's what I got. Now there is a little, oh, this one's not fabric. Hang on. Got this out of order. But I could use that, right? Because there is a little piece of fabric that's going to go in. Here is my fabric one. I already kind of laid it out. Now, this was a manila folder that I had just dripped coffee on and inked the edges. And so I just cut it down a little bit to make kind of like a file card. So let's see here. And I am kind of following along with Crafty Cat on this. She did have something similar. And so, well, that's not going to, wonder, I'm just going to leave that. Anyways, just kind of following along. It's, I mean, obviously different, but kind of the same. Yeah, different. You know, you just make these your own basically. Okay, but you know what? I am going to still ink the edges. I don't think I actually did ink the edges. Maybe I did. I think that's just coffee, but actually I might have. I can't tell because I'm not telling any difference really. Well, I'll go ahead and ink this. And I think this is just a it's a card piece. I think it's a Tim Holtz. You know, you get a little bag of all these little things like that. I think that's what that is. And this little image, it's a digital download from Crafty Cat on her Etsy, off of her Etsy shop. If I remember correctly, she just has all kinds of, all kinds of themes and everything there. So you could go to her shop and just get a lot of neat things off of there. So I could probably rip that easily, but actually, I think I want to kind of do this. Kind of want to get all this brightness off of here because it's so bright. Oh my goodness. Trying to think if I want some of this to just hang off. I may want that to happen. I actually think I do like that just kind of hanging off. And I'm just putting just a small smidgen of glue there because I do plan to make a stitch on here. So, well, I can't hold on to anything. Well, I probably need to add some of this. Since I'm doing this, since it's, you know, like a cardboard, I don't know, not cardboard, cardstock. Maybe I don't know, the stick glue may hold pretty good, but I don't know. I think I wanted to kind of do it like crooked, and I am meaning to do this crooked, so. Except I think I meant to put this down a little more. Is what I meant, yeah, but that's okay. It's already done. It's already done. I do that all the time. I have it set up how I want it, and then once I put it down, it's always off. So now I've got to overlap it on here, and I'm not a fan. Not a fan. It's okay. Not a fan at all. See, I really wanted that to be down here. Oh. I feel like I have ruined it. But I'm just going to think it through really quick because I do need to do something about that. Let's see. 3, 3, 8. I always like to put the date. I know some of you know that. I mean, you know. So what can I find? Let's see. You know, I could just put, honestly, just get one of my rusted paper clips, because these just seem to add something there. I could do that, and then I could add, like, let me find, let's see. I literally get that. Nah. Like, I don't know, is that just too much? Maybe I need one more thing to overlap that or something. You know, actually, the more I look at it, I'm okay with it. I'm okay, because I don't want it to just look so perfect. I want it, and I say that all the time, but I say repeat things because I don't know who is just, well, I mean, right now, nobody's watching this video, but, you know, one day. So I got to prepare for that, I guess. I don't know. This I'm just going to leave as is because this is a writing spot. And I'm just going to, I like to always add a little stencil on the backs of these. So that one is, let me find my number. Oh my word, I can't pick this thing up. 21, which is fabric. And there's my 2 pieces of fabric. And like I said, I'm going to do a stitch around this, and I'll do that at the end. Okie dokie. Now the next one is Doily, and I just grabbed some stuff. Just you're probably like, what in the world is going on here? But like I said, I'm thinking in mind of my paper bag journal that I'll end up doing, and I love this candy bar. Wait, is this the one? This is actually not the one. I had to get this one because my other one was gone, but the one I like, is this something salt or something? It's a salty sea salt, maybe something like that. But I love these little packages they come in. I mean, it's also wrapped in another wrapper piece, so it's not like chocolate in there or anything like that. But I thought, oh, I need to keep this. Anyways, I'm thinking, I wonder if what gesso would do, if that would cover that up. I'm thinking about that. I am at least going to attempt it, and then if it doesn't work, I'll cover it. But anyways, so I'm thinking about gluing a paper filter all on here, just kind of because you can't really see through it. I mean, you kind of can, but you kind of can't. So this is kind of just like a collage, really. Just collaging on this. That's what I'm doing. I need to pull that. And by the way, I literally forgot if I mentioned this, but I'm just using a coffee filter. And I like this because you can kind of see the black and stuff in there, but you can't really see like what it's saying. I think I'm going to leave that black piece. I actually like that. Yeah. I think I'll go ahead and do this part though. of course, this is my doily. Now, I actually do have a real doily. I mean, it's not like anything fancy. It's not like I picked up at Dollar Tree. You know, they have those doilies, but I don't want to use one made out of fabric or cloth or whatever. I'm just going to use this paper one. You know, that part or this part? I don't know. I thought this side would be easier to glue. This part I do like this, but I don't want this part to show. Let's see. Like this. Well, I can't find my, there it is. Oh, I just forgot about my film. Oh my word. I always think like, well, I'm not going to repeat myself. I just need to pay attention better. That's all. That's all. Okay, there is that. I'm going to leave that as is. Now I need to go over this part, and I think I'm just going to use this coffee filter again because that just really worked out. Like that, and then Let me find. I think I'll end up saving this. This is definitely going to go in the paper bag journal, but I just don't know if I'm going to, what I'm going to do there. I really like this orange. And you know, you could put a bead right here. You know, I think I might want to put a bead right there. Hang on. Oops. This is just the and sign, which definitely doesn't look like it. But there it is. I just felt like there needed to be some little something there. I am really liking the last two because there's a purpose for it. You know, I'm putting this in a paper bag journal, and it's going along with the theme and everything. So I'm just really liking that. So I need to switch these over here. Okay, so there you have it. 21 fabric and 22 doily, just to kind of show you that it's a pocket. And something on the back there. I'll just pin this into the journal or whatever. But once again, thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again. And please like and subscribe and comment, if you want. But anyways, see you next time. Bye.